we decided to try out this Bunch Hollow conservation area up by Carrollton, Missouri, and just to kind of see what the conservation camping is all about. They allow camping in the parking lots. They are gravel parking lots. Not what you'd hope for, but it does get you in the area where you can camp for a night or two and then see what the area is all about. So I'm just going to kind of show you what this is about where we've set up camp. Got some breakfast cooking. Here for breakfast, we got a egg bacon wrap. That's gonna go on a tortilla. And there it is, all put together. This particular spot, the parking lot, has a small lake here. 13 different parking lots that you can camp at. Got in here last night right as it was getting dark. Of course, it didn't take long to set up the pop-up camper. There was ducks coming in, landing on this small lake, kind of back in that area right there where it's a little bit smaller treed area. This morning there were some geese come in, landed for a little, they stayed for a little while and then they moved on. At this point, I'd say it's not bad for a quick little getaway. Again, the only downfall I would have with what we've experienced so far is just having to park in the gravel parking lot for camping. I think this is parking lot 11. Oh good, it's gonna be back in there a little bit.
Some private land over there. Food plot?
Yeah, it looks like it is. I was seeing in other areas where they look like they'd do a food plot and then they'd let it grow up in weeds and maybe move them around from year to year.
Looks like a persimmon tree.
Oh yeah, it is.
Huh.
Well, this looks all right.
Look at those big old oaks. They're so pretty. Pollen down there.
There, they've had a fire there on the corner of the parking lot. This is our second night here at the Bunch Hollow Conservation Area in Missouri. And we kind of moved to a different site tonight because we're getting closer to some of the hiking that we wanted to do. But this is our setup for tonight. Debbie's got her kitchen set up. I've found out that this is a cheap alternative to remodeling our kitchen every couple of years at home. I can just rearrange her kitchen because she likes a different setup every night for whatever view is there. This is the ingredients for the grilled nachos we'll be having a little bit later. Can't wait for that. Cutting up the veggies. Got the hand model in. Miss Debbie. Little guacamole. Cheese dip. That's all the toppings for the cheese nachos. Gonna cut this up and we'll put them. Debbie's made a foil wrap put the chips in. That goes on the grill. Melt the cheese. Put the toppings on. And then that's the part I'm waiting for. Woo! All right, nachos are on the grill. Everybody puts on their nachos whatever they choose. This is Debbie's. She said she was hungry, but I didn't realize how hungry she was. That's a big patch of nachos there. Cheese is melting. Those are about done. And there's toppings to go on yet. I'm gonna get back to making mine. All right, there's the finished product. That's Debbie's. Okay, mine just went on the grill. Kind of a meager portion. I kind of worked with what was left after Debbie filled her plate. But I'll do what I can. Dinner's over. And we got the fire going. Morning coffee at our second spot. The sun's hitting those oak trees up on the hillside. Trying something a little new this morning for breakfast. These are, Debbie made some sausage patties. And I'm gonna fry them on the grill, hopefully. Sausage is done.
What?
And the taters are on. Moving over to the kitchen, we got eggs frying there. And that's the vegetables. Grilled those last night, and warming them up. All right, there's the end product. I opted for a little bit of grated cheese on top of my potatoes and vegetables. Debbie said no to the cheese, but went with a tortilla warmed up on the grill instead of toast.
This is the trail that we're going to walk. We're camped here at parking lot 11, and we're going to walk this counterclockwise. All the dark areas are timber. The trail is marked on there with a dotted line. We're going to have to walk the road in this area here. And then when we get down here to parking lot 7, is kind of the end of the trail, we'll end up walking this road back up where we started, back up here at parking lot 11.
It is a multi-use trail with horseback riding, bicycles, and hiking. We're walking the trails here on the Bunch Hollow Conservation Area, and some of it's timbered. The trails just cut through it. They've got them mowed down, brush hogged down, and it's open for deer hunting. And they've got food plots planted. That's brassicas they've got planted out there. 3,294 acres in the conservation area. This is one of the trails that they brush hog.
There's a food plot there.
Yep. Let's walk up there and look at that. Another food plot of brassicas. They got a lot more height on them than that last little field we've seen.
The dirt looks better too, doesn't it? Darker. What kind is it?
Alice Chalmers tractor, old tractor. Got abandoned down here in the woods. Somebody's got their chair back there. Probably they were mechanicking on it at some point. Been there long enough now, it's an artifact. Huh. Is that one you stood on? There's no seat. I think you stood on that platform. Broke out of the timber here and kind of out in the open in the sun. It's got the native grasses and stuff growing up on both sides of us. Well, I guess there's timber on the left. More turnips. Boy, they've been really eating the leaves on that. See where they've nibbled them off?
Do they just eat the green and not the
Well,
turnip?
they eat the green now, and then in the winter they'll haul the turnip up and eat it.
Oh.
I think all in the as it frosts, all the nutrients and all the everything goes down into the turnip, makes it.
Oh.
That's kind of what we've been seeing here is the corn food plot like behind me, and then the soybeans, turnips, and down in here they've had the clover on the trail just connecting all the other food plots. Pretty cool area. We made it.
How many miles did we go? How many long?
6.56 miles. You know, I was a little slow starting. I didn't start it at the beginning. About 3 hours and 20 minutes. My final thoughts on this trip would be I'd give it a thumbs up. It was worth the time to come here for the weekend. Not very many people here. We was able to get in a good day hike yesterday. The only downfall I would see would be having to camp in the parking lots. But there's just not much traffic here. One person seen on the trail. I think the most we seen come in was 2 vehicles during a day's period of time come in, circled the parking lot and left. So it's not like you're out in the middle of a city somewhere in a parking lot. But thumbs up.